What is going on, crew? Today is Tuesday, April 13th, and I just want to jump on here and talk about consistency a little bit. I think the biggest thing and biggest problem in the weight loss community is consistency. When you don't see results for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's when you start to want to quit. Like, this isn't working, this sucks, and now I want to stop. So when I was heavier, I did try these diets. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try like just eating salads, and I was like, I didn't really focus on eating less, more so just eating healthier, but still in large quantities. So doing that did not help me lose weight, because even though I was making a few healthier choices, I was still eating a ton of food all day, every day. So guys, no progress was really made then, and I just went back to my old habits. But then when I started going to the gym with my friends, that's when I found something I really enjoy. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, hey, I enjoy going to the gym, and I was told that was good for you. So that's how that started. I was just some 18-year-old kid at the time, just going to the gym, lifting heavy things, and then I would go get chocolate milk and Subway almost not every day, but I used to do that quite often. But guys, even though I didn't know what I was doing, I stayed consistent with it. I went almost 5 days a week, every morning, and you know, just lifting whatever I could. I didn't really even run a split at that time. I just, whatever felt good, that's what I did. But guys, the consistency of me going to the gym is what I can credit my muscle to. I would say that's how I got a good start on a lot of the muscle mass I have to this day, and how I started working on my deadlifts really well. So guys, when I did move to London, that's when I stayed consistent with the diet. You know, I would go to the gym, come home, have the same food, and make it work. Staying consistent with that, that's when I started seeing results. And that's when I was mind blown. I was like, wow, if I keep doing this for long enough, it will pay off. So guys, that went on for a little while. I was staying consistent, I was seeing results, and I think for anyone who experienced major weight loss or anything like that, can, maybe even just in general, can experience the addictive feeling of wanting to be better and better, and like, oh yeah, I made it this far, but how far can I go? I would say about 6 months into my weight loss, that's when I started to kind of develop the binge eating. I was having days where I would just annihilate food, even more than when I was heavy. The only reason I'm really saying this is because I've had some of the worst days you could ever imagine in terms of weight loss or even just mental health, binging. It was brutal. But I would wake up the next day and get right back to it. Waking up the next day and trying again is probably one of the biggest skills I have developed. It doesn't even matter how yesterday was, how bad you fucked up. It doesn't matter. It's a new day, and you try again. And eventually you try and try and try, fail a million times, but you're not giving up, at least. I think the whole thing is never giving up. If you want to hit that goal, you have to constantly work for it. It doesn't even matter how bad you fuck up or how far away it seems. Eventually it will get closer and closer. If you told me 4 or 5 years ago where I'd be right now, I'd honestly not believe you, because I am probably in the best shape of my life right now, and I would never think I'd be able to do half the things I'm doing right now. In terms of my cardio, my strength, my body composition, it's all going pretty well. If I could go back in time and tell myself on my worst days something, it was that do not give up. Do not give up. You don't fail until you quit. So you can struggle for years. You can have the worst days imaginable, but it's not over until you quit. And guys, I feel like that's the big thing in the weight loss community right now, is how fast you have to lose weight and how easy it is. People want to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, sure, you can go on some extreme diet and lose that 10 pounds. But will you feel healthier in a few months when you probably gained it back? I don't know. To tie in with consistency is learning. You're constantly learning and you're building on what you've learned already. And that's why I appreciate how long it's taken me to lose weight. It's been 5 years now since I started going to the gym, and about 4 years since I started losing weight. And the amount of things I've learned about myself, about weight loss, about lifting, about nutrition is huge. I'm kind of like my own scientist, doing my own experiment on myself, seeing how things affect me and seeing what works and what doesn't, and going through some of the hardest days and learning from them. As long as you're consistent and you're always learning, big things are coming for you. If you saw my most recent Instagram post, I kind of went into depth on how fitness is a lifestyle and how I never really understood that back in the day, and now it is literally my whole life. So guys, now to me that means learning about health, nutrition, fitness, working out, and I would say most importantly learning about yourself. The amount of things I've learned about myself and the discipline I've been able to put in is incredible, and things I never thought I had in me I can just do now. And guys, to top off consistency comes hard work. Now if something's hard, it's probably going to be worth it. If it's easy, it might not last long. So guys, to touch on this a little bit, is losing 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, you follow that diet for a bit, you think it's easy, but then you stop that diet, you go back to your old ways, and you put that 10 pounds back on. It was easy to lose, super easy to gain back. To use myself as an example, I lost 130 pounds and it was not easy. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Keeping that weight off, even harder. But now that I live this lifestyle, I've made it easier. So guys, you have to work hard for your goals and you have to work consistently. So you all probably know I'm not a huge runner. I'm not a huge fan of running, but last summer I made it my goal to be able to run a 5K and just be able to finish a 5K. I ran my first 5K last year and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I remember it was about 29 degrees and I told myself I'm not giving up. So a week later, I try again. Felt a little easier. And again, and again. And I'm not huge on running. I have no goals of being a marathon runner, but I want to be able to do it, and I want to be able to do it well. That hard work and consistency to be able to run a 5K no problem now is huge. That's just one of the few goals. I don't know guys, I just wanted to pop on here real quick and say how if you're consistent and you work hard towards your goals, big things will come to you. You might not realize it right now, but imagine how far you've come in the last 2, 3, 4 years. And if you could tell yourself to keep pushing, then it'd be insane. And guys, you could always reach out to me via comments or DMs or anything, and I'm always willing to help you set your goals up and help you achieve them, whatever they may be. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on here quick and talk a little bit about consistency and how important it is in almost anything you do, but especially in fitness and weight loss. It will give you the best results by far, as long as you're constantly working towards your goals, learning from your failures, and keep working hard. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it if you made it this far. Listen to me ramble, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not following me on Instagram yet, Clays_fitness, go drop a follow over there, and we will talk to you in the next one.